Well, there's one moment early on in your career, still going back to Tough Enough now, where Triple H comes in to try to motivate the troops
Yeah.
of Tough Enough. And I'm sure you've been asked this before, but how authentic is that speech that Triple H gives in that?
Oh, I actually just talked about this an hour ago on a
Oh, there you
different
go.
pod. 100%. Everything he said, and at the time we didn't recognize it. I mean, yeah, of course, it's weird. This was in 2001. So obviously in 2001, this didn't exist.
Yeah.
And no one knew about clicks, and no one, oh, you want to see, I have the best quote that I look at every day. I don't know if you can see it.
Never let someone waste your time twice. That's good. That is really good. Just once.
Yeah, just once. So no one knew about clicks. No one knew that something was going to go viral, but he was still saying that for the TV audience. He still
Mhm.
knew that would be something that Tough Enough and MTV WWE could sell because it's still a good speech that he gives. And we knew that. We recognized that. What it took me 20 plus years to learn was every word he said, every word was true. You're on the road. You don't know what your significant other's doing. They don't know what you're doing. You're in pain. Your back hurts. Guess what? Everybody's back hurts in that
Mhm.
locker room. Everybody's in pain. You're tired. Everybody's tired. No one cares. Every word he said was 100% true. And it took years to learn that, obviously. And then he gave it in his trademark Triple H passionate way,
Yeah.
um, which, I mean, he gave it as the game,
Yeah.
but everything he said, 100% accurate.
Wow. And you ended up being in the ring with Triple H a few times in your career once
Huh.
you got to WWE, which is crazy, full circle there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, well, I'm curious what I'm sure you don't follow on a week to week basis the product, but being back in the wrestling sphere now, do you have any thoughts on WWE since Triple H has taken over?
I mean, you're right. I don't really follow it. And I've said it. It's hard. It's like watching your ex-girlfriend, you know, move on to her
Yeah.
next guy. I somebody, if the love of my life broke up with me, and then asked me to dinner every week with her
Yeah,
new love,
every week.
no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to. I don't need to see you guys hold hands and make out. I'm good. And
That's totally
that's
fair.
that. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just tough to watch.
Yeah.
That said, I'm a fan of the product. I'm a fan whenever I do catch myself watching. I'm a fan of guys. I love seeing Cody's rise. I
Yeah.
love seeing what Roman, the force he was able to become. But then
Right.
again, I also love watching guys on other net platforms. John Moxley has a passion for this business that most even wrestlers don't have. And then for my money, the best heel in the business is MJF.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that kid will have a run in WWE one day that I think will change wrestling.
Such realism behind what he says. It's crazy.
They're gonna have to get away from PG,
Yeah.
and just because to water down what he does would be it just wouldn't do him
It's
justice.
this, right?
He's so good because he's able to be himself.
Yeah.
But he's amazing. I think he's the best heel in the business
Yeah.
because he's actually believable. You really think he is that big of a dick?
Yeah. He's not someone I'd go up to. And but like as a fan, I don't know if I'd approach him.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
And he's
go.
doing his job. Yeah.
He's doing his job.
It feels like they are getting a little bit away from PG. I don't know if you've seen clips or anything about like the Wyatt Six just debuted, which is
Yeah.
a tribute to Bray Wyatt,
Yeah.
of course. And but the debut was crazy. It was people down, bloodied. I don't know if you saw it.
You're the third person that's told me
Oh, really? So
that. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it made an impact.
It
Yeah.
did.
Rewind, recap, relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.